Being on some chill, we go 0 to 100 real quick. They be on that rap to pay the bills, and I don't feel it, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold down to earth. Wanna do it, we can do it on the turf. Oh Lord, I'm the rookie and the vet. Shout out to the I ain't holding down the set. All up in my phone looking at pictures from the other night. She gon' be upset if she keeps scrolling to the left, dog. She gon' see some that she don't wanna see. She ain't ready for it. If I ain't the greatest, then I'm headed for it. Yeah, that made them way up. Yeah, the 60 friendly, but that's where I lay up. Lay up. I been Steph Curry with the shot. Been cooking with the sauce. Chef Curry with the what? 360 with the wrist, boy. Hey, who the is boy? OVO, man, we really with the boy. Yeah, really with the. I should probably sound a hit, boy, cause I got all the hits, boy. By that Drake, you gotta chill. I be on my little mouse drill. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now I'm all in Nico, basically putting working on the phones. Either that or try the money more to make the pickups. Man, it's 2008, I'm trying to paint the picture. Comeback season in the works, and now I'm thinking bigger. I got in the studio every night, late night. Gotta watch this, don't wanna make them sicker. That's my oh Lord. Got a whole lot to show for it. I mean, we can really get it, we can go for it. I'm here for the buck. In the Billies.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
One of the ghosts for it. I run it, they like go for us. Run for us, go for us. Yeah, I mean you already wrote for us. Damn, what's one more quote for us? Oh Lord, who else sounded like this? They ain't made me what I am, they just found me like this. I was ready. I've been ready since my dad used to tell me he would come into the house to get me. He ain't show. Valuable lesson, man, I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real. 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Real quick. 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real. 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Real quick.
Let's go. 70, Hawk 70.
Whole squad on that real. Yeah. The other night, lavishly told me that I'm all these people listen to. She said they love me unconditional. Imagine how I feel to watch another at the top. You know that if you wasn't, you would be dissing you, dog. Damn. Okay, from that perspective, I see what you're talking about. Know where to soften that. Cause me, I was trying to lost them at, but maybe I ain't lose them at all. Maybe I keep moving forward and they're just stagnant, they ain't moving at all. But when they hear your favorite, who they call? Maybe I'm searching for the problems, asking what was said and who was involved. Too focused on people's feedback and proving them wrong. They say the shoe can always fit no matter who put it on. These days feel like I'm squeezing in them. Whoever won before just wasn't thinking big enough, I'm about to leave them with them. Cause if I run the game in these, man, it seems to split it. No pun intended, but they smelling defeat in the air. Headed where nobody took it, who needed me there? They tell him that he talking crazy, but he doesn't care. Being humble don't work as well as being aware. Listen up, boy, you better off eavesdropping. We already got spring 2015 popping. P&D dropping, reps of P dropping, Magic Jordan dropping, Obi dropping, not to mention me dropping. Feel like we paid the raps off, man, we fixed the game. Me and Noel been at it before Twitter names. Yeah. Been on the move like the lease is up. And I can't even name one person that's keeping up. Yeah. how it was in the past tense. Ask yourself, how did we match up now? Cause I'm only 27 and I'm only getting better. If I haven't passed you yet, watch me catch up now. For real.
Let's go. 70. Come on. Pass the stick. Team Tiger, not go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Viking 18. Panther 80. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready? Let's go now. Got me lying. We're lying. Come on, come on. Hey, Cougar 19. Cowboy, Panther Street, Panther Street. Here we go. 60 Vices. 60 Vices. 60 Vices. Cowboy 80.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop the throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. The Vikings at 2 and 13 now on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line.
And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And now it's second down. But you look at this defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league. 17th in the NFL against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people. Put them on the ground.
Goff throwing again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
Goff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two.
The Vikings will line up for the
Goff looking to throw. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going from 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Get it! Cougar 19!
They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. First and 10. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Goff now looks to throw. That is incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. On second down, they'll run it here. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
It's 3rd and 7.
Play action. It's gone. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
It's
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this.
Hold on. Check. 180. What's that?
Back to throw here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill? It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. Xavier Legette, 69 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2.
The Panthers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll get in to tie this game at 8. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but hey, they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match? Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch. Over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's... That's caught inside the 20. Now he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A big play there for Minnesota. 48 yards.
Hey, kill! Ric Flair! Hey, let's go!
Now it's gone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Luke Musgrave, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
That's caught. And this will be caught. They get the 2 and they double them up now at 16-8. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. This defense for the Vikings, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
He'll try and do this himself. Now he'll let it go deep right side. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. And Xavier Legette, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Panthers are back within a couple of the lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Off the name, first of all, you ain't fat long enough. With me, you ain't strong enough. So whatever it is, they got you thinking that you Superman. I got the kryptonite. So much the mic, yes, characters, not even good.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically...
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
County Lions, 18, Pioneer, Dragon 60. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, and that is incomplete. And look at this defense for the Vikings. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them hovering up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
68, check, hurt, 70 Rangers.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they have regained the lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen, go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to move back in front. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something, when you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. And sometimes all of that is season nature as well. He just took off and went. And that's also one of your turkey ball games, isn't it? Just go ahead and win. Offensive, and it worked really well for them.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
19 tight.
They'll set up a throw. He'll try and do this himself. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
My, maybe that ball is 2 yards shorter. It's going to give them the lead because he had a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Goff. This one swung out here to Jones. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Panthers' 16-yard line.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got man complete.
First and goal at the
Goff going to move his guys around a bit. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they'll shift things around.
At the 4-yard line.
He'll try again. And this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite is. He stopped at the 1-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to stretch out their lead. There we go now as they will again try for 2. They're going to run for the Jones. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. I would say it might be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Down the left sideline. He may go. Touchdown, Carolina. Rico Dowdle, 72 yards. And the Panthers are back within a score. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2.
The Panthers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Ready.
And pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and the deficit stays right where it is. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Do it, do it, do it, do it, go drop with it. Do a step with it. Put your
2nd and 10. Off play action. Here's gone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, 5.
Gone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
There's no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went through them on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Gotta be lying. Hey, nice Bronco. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. So left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Move it, my team. Hey, press.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. Jonathan Allen, the former 1st-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have to work, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They got to find a way to all get on the same page.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Here's 3rd and 10.
60 Vikings. 60 Vikings.
Now back to throw. That is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 51 yards. And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Let's go now.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds out near the 45 at the 44. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
76, 20.
To throw is gone. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Panthers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
The pass game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here's a 2nd and 7. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, Charles, they were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the sideline he goes. And he's in for the touchdown. The final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? They'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
60 by 6, 60 by Panther 11, Panther 11.
Looking to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
18 Cowboy 80. Ready.
They'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Ready. Pass the 60. Go check. 60 Maverick. Check go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do. Emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Cowboys 68. Hey, check that streak. 18 Rattler. Ready.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the right sideline. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. 60 yards. And the Panthers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out for offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Musgrave's got it out right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
16 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Goff. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's a give up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Goff going to shift him around.
Yes, sir. Whoa. Maverick.
Here's 2nd and 8. And his throw is incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down.
Like 20. Hey, Scout. Super 66. What's that?
Just beating the play clock is Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 14.
Hey, 76.
Goff now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
We go tonight.
From the gun, here's Goff. Caught on the right side by Jones. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
180.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
It's 4th down.
Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line. On 4th down, Goff. And it'll be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Quite a decision there on 4th down. They didn't just want the first. They wanted 6 points, and following the interception, they're going to come away with neither.
And that's too bad, partner, because they really went for it on that one, right? Because I think in their mind, sometimes the illogical play is a logical play. But in this case, they were wrong.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Now he's going to step up and run. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job one, paramount. Because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble. And he is going to lose yardage here. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he slings one that's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Pass taken in. That is big tight end.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Here's Goff. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Like 20.
Quick toss by Goff is complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Vikings Panthers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point running down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings pull it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. They fumbled, cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
68. Go, Riggs. Go. Panther 11. Panther 11. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
70. Third. 18. 5 in. Ready.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Xavier Legette, 56 yards. And the Panthers have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2.
Let's
The
go now.
Panthers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Completed the run. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Tiger, Tiger. Hey, 5. Ric Flair.
Now gone. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now gone. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. A running play. It's Dowdle. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The tackle on the play by Miles Murphy. Second and 9.
Brings up second and 9 at the Vikings 21-yard line.
This is caught by McMillan. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
70, Timberwolf. Ready,
to the left side, he's got McMillan. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Carolina.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
On the go. 60. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers will add to their fourth quarter lead. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Vikings 43.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take. And this is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field.
First down.
A big play there for Minnesota. 45 yards.
11. 2 up. Attack.
Back to throw. Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is gone. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
A gain of 1.
Now Goff looking to change the play. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Panthers are going to get the football back at their own 17. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there. Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties. He'll find McMillan here. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
70, check, hurt, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready.
Looking to throw. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3-and-out. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hey, come 19, come 19.
They'll look to throw again. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
20.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there. I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around. Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession. Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if Alabama 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Come on. 70 Timberwolves.
Got a man, that's Ligon. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. And Xavier Legette, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Panthers add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2.
The Panthers will line up for the 2-point
They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
The Vikings on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. This one swung out here to Jones. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10.
Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
Here's Goff. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Yeah, this is going to be a Panthers first down as he'll take this out to about the 33-yard line.
That's good for a Panthers first down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
19 tight.
He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch, dragging the toes. That's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
26 yards. First down, Carolina.
They run here with Dowdle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Got a man, that's Leggett. And running with power here. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That is caught. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
18 Cardinal.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Carolina, they've had a rough go of it, but they finally pick up their first win of the year. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.